is it, Don? Are you worried about us?
It's a risk, Josie. Now, come on, you're going to be late.
Look, I own my house, you own this place.
Oh, not again.
We remortgage them both to raise the money. And that way we buy the garage in joint names.
You told Bowen this?
No, of course I haven't. I know what you're thinking.
So, yeah.
Yeah. You're thinking, suppose we don't stay together and we split up. What happens then?
No. I'm thinking, what's your daughter going to say when Mum flogs the house to buy her boyfriend a garage?
Don't flog it, remortgage it. Anyway, she can lump it. I'm making a good investment.
We've only got Baldwin's word for that.
I'm investing in you. Us. And then if we don't stop together, well, all I've lost is you, isn't it? Still got half the garage.
Well, so it's about us splitting up.
I'm just trying to see it from all angles, Don. You know, I'm just trying to put your mind at rest. It's because it's Baldwin, isn't it? Anyone else should snatch their hand off.
Plenty of people have flogged garages, Josie, and I haven't bought any of them. I'm just saying there might be a catch. Have you thought of that? Council driving the motorway straight through it or something.
I'd have heard.
I don't trust Baldwin and I never will. I don't mean to say I'm not thinking about it, because I am. I just wish I knew, that's all.
You what?
What the catch was.
Morning, Desmond.
Morning, Derek.
I heard the glass break, but when I looked out, there was nobody there.
Sorry?
Last night, your bedroom window. Was it a brick? Ha ha ha! April Fool!
I was going to ring. Then I thought, no, I'll see Norman face to face, have it out with him, as it were. If he knows out, he'll tell me, provided it's face to face.
Well, you have my word, Mr. Furman. I've not heard from Reginald Holdsworth.
Good enough for me, Norman. Fax machines, they're cowards' tool. Do unto others as you would expect to be done by, but do it by fax, and you can get away with murder.
So that's all the fact said, that he was leaving?
Left, gone. Had the nerve to mention pension right. Can he contact me at some later date?
Well, he didn't give any reasons.
Just passed on his apologies. Well, going so quick, my first thought was he'd taken something with him, like the contents of the safe. Anyway, I checked, and it's just Holdsworth we're short of.
Oh, that's not like him, just to take off.
He's done it, Norman. Stabbed us in the back. I'm off to Lowestoft now to sort things out. I'll let you know.
Right, bye-bye, Mr. Furman.
Goodness knows what he said in his letter. It upset our Maureen. She took off for Lowestoft without a word.
Well, perhaps Reggie's ill. Perhaps that's what his letter said, and Maureen's just gone to look after him.
Well, you phoned.
Well, you're her mother. She should tell you what's going on.
Well, I tried phoning the flat this morning. I got his stupid answer phone and his voice telling me to leave a message.
And did you?
Well, for our Maureen, not for him. I asked her to ring here or phone her to let me know she was okay. Lord knows what's going on.
Right, where's the panic? Hello, Raquel.
I'm sorry I couldn't say much on the phone, love. But our Maureen's in some sort of trouble. She's gone to Lowestoft.
Reggie sent this letter.
Hang on. I'm telling things in confidence, not making a press statement.
I'm sorry.
So, you and me hold the fort till she gets back, do we?
Just you if she doesn't phone here in the next hour. I'm off to Lowestoft. Well, what else can I do? She is my daughter.
My late husband, Ted, he was a keen gardener. Lovely splash of colour at his house.
Flower man, was he?
Oh, I'll say. Wasn't he, maybe?
Oh, yes, he was.
I do a mixture on the allotment, you know, blooms and veg. Ah, there's naught like homegrown veg, I tell you.
It must be nice to have the opportunity.
Oh, well, I take it you have not heard yet about the application.
Oh, Derek rang the council again last week. Wanted to know if they'd lost the paperwork.
A bit sarky, that, isn't it? You'll never get an allotment being sarky.
Well, there's some going spare. Happen you'll hear soon, eh?
When the summer's over, yes.
Ah, well, good day.
I see you, Billy. Bye. There's no need to snap his head off. It's not Billy Williams' fault you haven't got a plot.
Really makes me sick with this homegrown veg. You can bet your life it's crammed full of sulfates and phosphates and all kinds of...
Don't get bitter, Mavis. No, you get bitter. I would if it happened to me.
What?
What you suggesting? Billy and his allotment. Depends how long he's had it, though, doesn't it? Whether you've got a case or not.
A case?
Council corruption. I mean, was it before or after he married the ex-mayoress? I can understand you and Derek hanging fire until you find out. I mean, if it was after... I'll go and put kettle on.
How do you intend to get down to Lowestoft, Maud? By taxi? It'll cost you a fortune.
But why have you decided to go? What do you know that I don't?
Nothing. Raquel told me about this letter that Reg has sent to Maureen. Now, whatever it said upset her. I don't like the idea of Maureen being alone in Lowestoft.
Who said she's alone?
She went on her own, didn't she?
I'm sorry, Norman, but I don't trust your motives.
Look, if he's going, why don't you go with him?
No.
You do know something, don't you?
Did Maureen tell you what was written in that letter? No. You go down there, she'll just clam up again. I'm sorry, Maud, I go, you stay.
You are going for Maureen, aren't you? Not for him.
Reg and Maureen are my friends. I'm going down for the both of them.
Ring me, won't you?
Of course I will. Come here. Right, I'll see you.
You know, I can see to things here. Why don't you go home for a bit?
And do what?
7217. Oh, yes. Right. OK, I'll have it ready. Bye-bye. Mrs. Battersby, picking her order up at 2 o'clock.
I seized the moment, Mavis. Unplanned, totally spontaneous. April Fool, I said. Desi's face, you should have seen it.
He took it in good part, I hope.
How else could he take it? He smiled, sort of. It was a kind of game, set and match sort of smile, which of course it was.
How was your food, Derek?
Oh, Betty, so-so. The lettuce was a bit soft, and the tomatoes only just this side of edible.
Oh, that's always the same when they're grown artificially.
Well, don't blame me. I mean, I just serve up what Billy buys in.
Yeah, I just thought you might have used some of Billy's produce from the allotment, grown with tender, loving care and influence.
Now, he keeps all that for the gardening clubs. Your competitions, you know.
Tender, loving care and influence. Nice one, Mavis. Went straight over her head, though.
Well, I'm sick of fungicide Billy harping on all the time about his homegrown veg.
Usual, please, Rackle. And you want to tell that husband of yours to be more careful.
What?
Earlier on, corner of Rosamond Street nearly drove me off the road.
Oh, sorry. He's a lot on his mind.
Yeah, idiot drivers. Bet you've seen your share of them, haven't you?
Too true.
Yeah, well, there's too many cars on the road. It should be illegal to drive anything over 5 years old.
Or anything so ostentatious that uses space it's not entitled to.
Oh, hello. Who's rattled your cage?
Well, perhaps if you paid tax on road area required, you might think about getting something smaller. No, I don't think you would.
Anything over 5 years old should be scrapped.
And the rich shall inherit the roads, gospel according to Mammon.
What's he talking about?
He's saying that it's undemocratic.
I'm saying nothing. Nothing that you'd understand, anyway.
Well, let's talk about something else then. What about one-parent families?
Of course, you can afford to say that now, can't you, now that you're flogging the garage?
What?
Well, about getting old cars off the road.
Oh, I'm in no rush to do that, mate. They're queuing up. I just can't do the deal. No, honest, I'm too involved with this new factory of mine, aren't I?
Yeah, I don't believe you, and thousands wouldn't either.
You see, if you must know, Curly's got a long drive in front of him, errand of mercy.
It didn't show me much mercy on the corner of Rosamond Street. You know, on second thoughts, I might keep that garage. It's silly to flog something that's making a good profit.
I was just coming out at corner shop and happened to glance up. It's Fuss of Abbott, you know, with those builders.
And that's when you noticed it?
Yeah. Hey, Rita, don't think I'm touting for work here. I mean, if you want it fixing, you ring round and get best deal you can.
Flashings? How bad is it?
Well, you can't tell till you get up there, really.
There's a lot of cowboys in roofing game, isn't there? Can you do it, Bill?
Yeah. But, hey, like I said, don't think I'm...
Come on, Bill, show us.
Where are you going?
Outside with Bill. Oh, and you've had a call from the council. You get out, Bill, I'll follow you.
From the council?
Yeah, it seems you've got your little plot of land. You've got to be at the allotments at 4 o'clock to meet the fella from the parks and the cemetery.
Oh, did you hear that?
Wonderful news.
I've written it down. His name's Hedges. That's it. Tim Hedges.
Oh, at last! Oh, I can't believe it. Do you think we could start planting straight
hold
away?
on, Mavis.
once we've signed and paid the rent, there's nothing to stop us.
Mavis, please, don't get too excited. It's exactly what he wants. Tim Hedges? That's not very original.
I don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying I smell a rat. Or to be more precise, Des Barnes. It's his way of avenging my April Fool joke, don't you see?
Derek, he wouldn't.
Oh, yes, he would.
Just underneath the window, can you see it? Look, the flashing.
Dear, that looks bad. What do you think caused that?
Ah, it's just wear and tear, I think.
But they're only newly built, these.
Aye, but it's how they build them, isn't it?
Hi. Is Kevin in?
No, he's still across the road.
Oh, I don't suppose I could have a word with you then, could I?
Yeah, come in.
Why now? Why today? Why suddenly do we get an allotment after waiting so long? You remember what Des Barnes said, Mavis? He knew a man at the town hall with influence, a man who could pull a few strings.
Yes, but that's how you get allotments, with influence and pulling strings. Look at Billy Williams.
Makes a mockery of coincidence. I mean, only an idiot could believe it genuine.
What? I didn't say I believed it.
Know thine enemy, Mavis. General Montgomery had a photograph of Rommel in his caravan. Well, I've got a picture of Des Barnes up here. I know how his pathetic little mind works.
Mind you, if it rains hard enough, we're going to need umbrellas in here. Also, why the long faces?
Did you recognise the voice?
What?
Oh, don't be silly, Mavis. He would have used an accomplice.
Who?
Look, we keep the appointment. I'll be back at 3:30.
Oh, now who's being silly?
I've only been gone 5 minutes. What have I missed?
Hedges, Rita. A man so unoriginal, you might almost feel sorry for him. Huh.
40,000, Sally. 40,000, he's got himself a garage. Blimey, you can't get yourself a good house for that.
Kevin's interested, I keep telling you.
Yes, but what is he doing about it?
Well, I know what he will do if I keep mithering him. He's going to tell me to forget it.
Well, if he won't do it for himself, he should do it for you and the kids. It's a good investment.
Yeah, well, you should be saying all this to Kevin.
Oh, I tried, didn't I? You know what he's like. If you put a bit of pressure on him, he starts mumbling and chunnering, talking himself out of whatever he's trying to talk himself into.
Hey, thank you. That's my husband you're calling.
I tried having a word with him this morning, didn't I? Take the books home, I said. I'll give you a breakdown of the overheads. You can't fail. Did he answer? No, he just walked off mumbling. I tell you, he needs a good kick up the backside. And you're the only one that can do it.
I'm trying, Mr. Baldwin.
Well, try harder, or you're going to miss out. Can't hold that sail up much longer. See ya.
All right. What are you doing here?
Looking for you.
I won't finish till 1, you know that.
Oh, think how early you could finish if you were working for yourself.
So, I'm here now.
Ah, forget it. I've had a word with Sally. See ya.
See ya. What did he want? Oh, I can't guess.
Just checking to see if we're still interested, that's all.
I've told him we are. He doesn't have to come round here putting a bite on you. I'll just wash my hands. I hope you told him it's one thing being interested, it's another trying to raise the cash. All right, 40 grand might not be a lot of money to him, but it is to us. And I don't like the hard sell either. I mean, if it's such a bargain, why is he hustling? All right, he might make a profit now, but who's to say it's going to make a profit in 5 years' time?
I found the flat. Her car's here. But as yet, there's no sign of Maureen.
Well, what should I tell Maud? She keeps ringing.
No, just tell her that I found a car. No, don't tell her that. Just stall. Hang on, she's here. Maureen! Maureen!
Curly, have you seen Reg? I've been looking everywhere for him.
No, that's why I'm here.
He's shut his job. Nobody's seen him.
Look, just stay there. I'll ring you back. Come on, let's get you inside.
Oh, Curly, I'm going out of my mind. Did my mother send you? Do you know, I've even rang the police.
No, she didn't. What did the police say?
Well, they just took the particulars, you know.
Come on, be okay. Come on, inside. Come on.
Have you started making anything yet?
Oh, no, it'll be at least another week. The electrical work's not been finished.
It's not like him to drag his feet. Is he fully staffed?
Almost.
What's your hours then?
The same as yours, Mrs. Clough.
You'll be lucky.
Mrs. Clark to the office, please. Mrs. Clark to the office.
Oh, my God.
What side of Clough doing it?
Oh, she's just popped in for a progress report. It's nothing I can't handle.
I'll be glad when we get the word processing. I'm writing a solicitor, let him know I'm sending the garage. Is cash flow one word?
It's hyphenated, I think.
Good, that's what I've got. Right, now, Ida Clough, remind me, what'd I take her back on?
Better the devil you know, I think he said.
Right, well, I better go and put my foot down. Start as I wish to carry on.
Our enforced separation brought on a loneliness I can't begin to describe. It lived within me, growing daily and taking over my whole being. It devoured my hopes, my dreams, and eventually my heart, to the extent that I no longer cared about anything, not even us. My work suffered, and I had no option but to take the honourable course and resign my position. Time and distance have taken their toll, and I am no longer the man you once knew. He doesn't want me to find him, does he, Curly? But I've got to. He's desperate, and I drove him to it.
Hello. Mr. and Mrs. Wilton, I presume.
Yes. And you must be Tim Hedges?
Right.
Or is it Herb Border? Short for herbaceous, and brother to the famous Australian cricketer.
It's a pity you're not a lady. Then you could be Miss Candy Tuft.
I'm sorry I thought you'd come to rent an allotment.
Take it in good part. We do, don't we, Derek?
Of course we do. Your friend's a wag of sorts, Mr. Whoever you are, but he hasn't got sufficient spark to be a real wit.
This is ridiculous.
Just tell him the joke's on him. And you will report this conversation accurately, won't you, when you see him? Come on, Derek.
Look, I've given up valuable time to come here and see you.
Then it should be reflected in your price. Whatever Des Barnes is paying you, it should be double.
Des Barnes? I'll do that.
His wife is very distressed, Mr. Furman. She keeps reading Reggie's letter.
She ran here this morning, apparently. Spoke to one of the girls. Didn't tell her anything, of course. Where is she now?
Out there looking for Reg. That's where I'm supposed to be.
And that's what he puts it down to, does he? Loneliness. Been away from the missus.
Yeah, he's flipped his lid, if you ask me.
No mention of Yvonne, then?
Yvonne?
Forget I said that.
No. I can't forget it because you've just said it. Maureen is expecting me to come back with some sort of news. So who is Yvonne?
Just like Holsworth to lie his way out of trouble. Not only does he run out on a top job, he takes a good waiter's clerk with him.
With him?
Yvonne, lucky in life and lucky in love. Cops for a few grand inheritance and runs off with Reg Holsworth.
You mean?
Yvonne talk of the shop.
You mean Reg? Has gone off with some woman? This is terrible.
You're telling me? Take me days to sort out. Meanwhile, what sort of state's Weatherfield in with you here? Get back, Norman, quick as you can.
Here's me saying you should have been there. You probably were there, lurking in a shed.
No, Derek, I missed it, unfortunately.
Oh, well, you'd have appreciated it, Desmond. That certainly was a nice try on your part, because but for Derek, I'd have been taken in completely.
As I say, Mavis, know thine enemy.
Well, you're too good for me, Derek, but it won't stop me trying.
Some you win, Desmond.
Right, that's £2.54, please. How much?
Thank you, love. Oh, first of many is this, Raquel. We've had a busy day, haven't we, girl?
This is my one and only. I'm going home to cook my husband's tea.
Oh, now what about your husband? Mike eats an old hunter.
Only people, love. Just anybody who's daft to take him on at business. Oh, come on. You'll stop for another one, yeah?
No! If you want to chat, you'll have to come home with me. You can natter to me while I butter the bread.
Well, my only other alternative is to go and listen to him grumbling about
Oh.
that garage. He's desperate for Kevin to bite, you know.
And what will he do if he doesn't? Sack him?
Baldwin was telling me the opposite at dinner time. He said he was no sweat to sell.
That is not what he told his solicitor. I mean, it may have ended up with him arranging to play golf on Sunday, but before that, he said he had a cash flow problem.
You get yourself shot here. We're looking at Baldwin's letters.
He needs a quick sale done. If he doesn't get it, this new place could be in trouble.
48 to 50,000, he said, eh?
That's what it said in the letter. I mean, that's what it's been valued at.
Good for you. A bit of inside information is always helpful. Now, I think it's time we made him an offer. But it won't be anything like as expected.
Pint, please, Raquel.
Oh, I could do a better behind here. I'm pulled out.
Oh, she's got her feet up in front of the telly. Oh, hello. Congratulations in order, I believe. He was arriving just as I was leaving at the allotment. Said he was waiting for you.
Sorry.
Tim Hedges.
Oh, no. No. That was a stunt he was pulling.
What?
Are you saying you actually saw...
Tim Hedges? Oh, well, he's doing the admin now, down at the town up. Don't say you missed him.
No, you couldn't miss Tim. Smallish guy with a beard.
Oh, you know him too, do you?
Yeah, of course I do. Derek does an all. Now, don't you, Derek? Pint, please, Raquel. Whatever Mavis is having. Derek, triple brandy.
Mavis!
So were them two.
Dunno. Must have been something Billy said.
I drove into this house. No phoning, no visiting.
No, look, Maureen, sometimes people do... Sometimes people do just what they want to do.
You don't think he'd harm himself, Curly? Do you think that?
No, I don't think that. No, not Reg.
You will stay, won't you, till we've found him? I mean, you are his friend. You've got to stay. I know he's out there. I know he is. And he's close, because I can sense it. Do you know, look, if I would just find him and tell him I love him, then everything would be all right.